I'm Terry Vo. I'm the District 17 council member, and I just started in September. So very excited to serve District 17 and, of course, also the county as well. I have lived here in District 17 actually my entire Nashville life. So I moved here in 2009. I was working for the Japanese government in Japan, and then I moved here to work for the Consulate General of Japan's office.
Amazing. How does that work?
Oh, it's really awesome. I interned for the U.S. Embassy in Tokyo, so I feel like I got to actually see it from both sides. And so actually I was working and helping diplomats who were, kind of sent here to work at the consulate. And we've gotten to do so much great work and a lot of community building. Since the consulate moved here, it was a relocation from New Orleans to Nashville.
Wow. And is that just because of the growth?
Oh, well, no. There's always been a rich, I would say, relationship between Japan and Tennessee.
Yeah.
And you see that when you see Bridgestone, when you see Nissan, and the other hundreds of Japanese businesses that are here.
Right.
And so, Nashville was a very central location because Toyota they have lots of businesses in Kentucky. So the consulate covers 5 states. So Arkansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, Mississippi, and Tennessee. Okay. So it was really a really smart and strategic move. Right. That's been really wonderful.
Yeah. So how do you feel like that background is helping you now as a Metro Council member?
Oh my goodness. So yes, I mean, getting to work with international relations and then now working with constituent, relations, you meet people from all walks of life.
Yeah.
And, everyone comes with you with a different problem. Today, I already took care of probably 10 different constituent issues, right?
Yeah.
That deal with illegal dumping to, someone wanting to rezone their parcel, and everything in between. So with that, when I worked with, when I worked for the Japanese government, I was dealing with a lot of types of, constituents and learning about people, learning about businesses, and helping people to actually understand the relationship between Japan, the U.S., and then specifically Japan and Tennessee.
It almost seems like you took that background. Obviously, that's a much larger scale working for the Japanese government, and then able to put those skills where you can actually see these people for the most part face to face and probably drive by or walk by half of the things or issues they're bringing up every day.
Yes, so it's much closer, right? So at the local level, I'm not joking, this really happened to me. I was getting a pedicure and ran into several constituents. And they're like, I know you're getting a pedicure, but can I talk to you about this? And so yes, when I'm out and about, I know that people see me and I want them to know, 1, I'm approachable. 2, I really do care about issues that concern them. And how do we, of course, make our district a place that is, fun, inclusive, and a place where everyone, feels welcome.
Yeah. So for people that don't know, what does your district, and I want to base it off of landmarks kind of because some people don't know all the street names.
Totally. No,
What is all in your district here?
Yes, so my district is so unique, and there has been some changes with the redistricting. So, I'll do some clarification, but I do it by neighborhoods. So District 17 is just south of downtown, and it covers Trevecca, Nazarene University, on Lafayette, Napier, Sudacum, Chestnut Hill, Wedgwood, Houston, Edge Hill, and what's unique is all of Edge Hill. So in the prior, it was split into 2 districts, and I'm really fortunate it's all under one. And then parts of 12 South, parts of Music Row, and parts of Berry Hill.
It's a busy area you have going on.
Oh my goodness, it is happening. I tell everyone that I feel like District 17 is a microcosm of the entire county.
Yeah.
We have a little bit of everything.
And I think a lot of people look at this district and they probably look at Wedgwood, Houston as being the biggest part of it. We see so many restaurants, different things happening there, but I know we were talking on the phone yesterday and you were saying there's so many amazing, unique things within my district that maybe not everyone knows about, kind of some hidden gems out here.
Oh, 100%. I think a huge part too is, I really want to push people to learn where they live, and care about, where they live and learn the history, right? Yep. So right here, we're sitting in Chestnut Hill, and everyone tries to, I feel push, Wedgwood Houston onto this, but this is actually a very historic neighborhood. It used to be called Trimble Bottom, Cameron Trimble, and there's so much historic Black history here, and it's important to preserve that, and for me, one of my favorite hidden gems is just down the street. It used to be behind you, but they needed more space.
Okay.
So Suraj Spices and Teas, one of the coolest places in town. And we had the Chestnut Hill Neighborhood Association meeting there. And so many people in the neighborhood were like, I didn't know this was here. And so many people, grabbed tea or grabbed spices or grabbed gifts.
Right.
And I think that's the kind of thing, and Arika and her family have a long history in Nashville. And so many people still today don't know that. And, that's my role. I feel like there are so many wonderful, local and lots of, small businesses that people just don't know about.
Right.
And how do we support them?
Yeah. So looking back 5 years, how has this area changed? I mean, what did this look like to you, and then what does it look like now?
Oh, definitely. I mean, there's a lot of development going on, and there's still a lot more. So I will tell you, when I moved here just probably a little bit more, like probably like 6-7 years ago, and there was not as much, right, like retail. You see movement, so you see Chestnut Hill Yoga. They moved from 12 South to Chestnut Hill. Same as Forks. And then you see a lot more, like I'll never forget when former council member Sledge told me, you will never be thirsty on Houston Street. And, that's so funny because he knew what was coming. And I think that's what's exciting, because now there is so much, but people have to realize like there was a lot of work going on before then. So, there is a lot more restaurants and nonprofits that have moved into here. And that's really exciting, and I really hope that, to me, we keep building, a variety of homes so that different people from all different socioeconomic, levels can live in the same area.
Yeah.
So that's really important to me.
Of course. I know, being a realtor, obviously we've seen the home prices skyrocket over here over the last 5 years. And I know a big thing is working on affordable housing. So is that one of the things over the next 5 years you're working to bring here, and what are some of those other items? Oh yeah, I really, really care about, I think affordable, saying that is really tough. It's like attainable housing, whatever we can do to really get, I feel like, the people who like make Nashville run, right? Like, and make Nashville the place it is, from our teachers to our firefighters. Like, I want them to be able to live here. So yeah, I'm pushing, like when people are coming to me, asking me different questions, I'm always asking, like what does this look like? Who is it gonna serve? And then I care very much about connecting the greenways. Yeah. So all of us, it's like, if we could get from East Nashville to over here on your bike, right, or on different, methods, then, we're moving and we're out, or meeting our meeting each other. And I think that's really important. Yeah. And of course, I want to keep supporting, to me, it's like artists, and, small businesses that want to incubate. How do we provide spaces for them to thrive? Yeah. And, for them to work and to live. So those are some of the really important things to me. Yeah. And I want to highlight some of those small businesses. So go through some of these quick questions as to like some of your favorite spots. And these don't have to be your number one favorite. Just maybe something that people may not know about, because I know there's so many good spots to visit here.
Yeah, there's so many. I mean, like, I will tell you, Turnip Green Creative Reuse, they divert like millions of pounds from the landfill.
Wow.
And it's so cool. It is a nonprofit. You can go there if you are, wanting paint, or if you're wanting to like, put crafts or everything in between, right? You can go there and it's pay what you would like.
Wow.
And that's incredible.
I didn't even know about this.
Yes, they are awesome.
This is why I love these conversations, because I'm like, all right, add it to the list.
Yes, like that's a great place to, I feel like for me, it's like you can take friends, family, it could be a date night. I mean, like where you pick out different things for each other, and you are, really helping, the world and the community and where we live. And a few other places I love. Gosh, there's so many.
Well, let me ask you something. Favorite coffee spot?
Ooh, okay.
Coffee you would recommend?
Yes. Well, I will tell you, I don't drink coffee.
Okay.
What
about a hot drink?
Yeah, but I do love Americano Lounge.
Okay.
They make their own sodas, and I'm always getting a Turkish Delight. So
yes, okay.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Like, I love that so much. Favorite blueberry muffin, a Dozen Bakery. Ooh. I mean, there's a line always out there, and they're so fabulous. And it's a women-owned business, and I think it's really awesome. And like if you want a sweet treat, Pink Door Cookies, is right here. in the district, and I feel like there's so much. Like
Yeah.
Earlier when I was talking about like you can't go
Go thirsty.
you can't go
Yeah.
thirsty here. And what's really cool is that like Old Glory is in my district,
Yes.
and then they also
One
have.
of my favorite
Oh
spots.
yeah, it's so great.
Yeah.
So that's that's in the district.
Right.
And then also.
So you also have Barcelona in your district.
Yes.
Which is one of my favorites.
Oh my goodness,
Yes.
yes.
So good.
Yes, and El Forno. I don't know if people have eaten there,
Yeah.
but that's tucked away. And just a fantastic, like restaurant, family owned. They started as a food truck, and then became a brick and mortar.
Okay.
And I think those are the things that are just so exciting.
Let's say I have a business lunch. Is there a good kind of quiet spot where you can get some good food? What would you recommend for that?
Let's see, for business lunch.
I know it's kind of a random one, but
Yeah.
just popped in.
No, that's a good one. I feel like Dicey's.
Okay.
Or Gabby's.
Yes.
Like that's a really great one
Okay.
for lunch. And then I want to say like Egg Hill would be a good one as
Okay.
well.
Great.
It's super quiet. Like
Yeah.
I've gone there quite a few times, and like it's usually like quiet, and people are either grabbing it and going.
Yeah.
So I feel like you can pop in there, as well.
What about best things to do with the family? Like I feel like where
Oh,
we're
yeah.
sitting right now could
Yeah.
be a really good one.
Oh my gosh, so many great places. So
Yeah.
for the family, you have Adventure Science Center,
Yes.
you have Fort Negley, you have Dudley Park right here,
Yep.
which is so awesome.
What about best places to walk? Like I've seen a
Oh, yeah.
lot of people doing laps around here, but I know you were talking about loving to connect to the greenways.
Oh,
So are
yeah.
there other areas that you like getting out and about?
Okay, I know this sounds crazy, but one of my favorite places to walk is the Nashville City Cemetery. It is incredible.
up, yeah.
All the paths, all of the walking paths are paved. They all have street names, and then they have like the markers for each of the trees, so you can like learn about it.
Wow.
So I think that's really important.
Yeah.
And that you can, anyone can go there. And it's a park. I think some people don't know that as well.
Yeah.
That they're just like, oh, it's a cemetery. So I think that's really important. And then, Fair Park is so great. And we're making so many improvements there. And, our goal is to connect because there's the Browns Creek is right there. So
Yeah.
we're working on that. And then there's going to be a really cool art installation that is going to be family friendly.
Okay.
That's going to be coming up later this year. So I'm really excited for that. And there is so much at the fairgrounds
Right.
that I would say is family friendly. I know over the weekend they had like a cat event, and my friends who were cat lovers were in heaven. He literally wrote me and was like, I've been in heaven for the past 2 days. And what's so cool is at the fairgrounds there's a little bit of everything. They have the Christmas market that I went to, and they always have the annual Porter Flea. So I feel like there's just something for everyone here. And it's just like go out there, just go out and explore.
I love it. And what about some big developments that are coming, maybe not next year, but in the coming years? What do people have to look forward to here?
Yeah, I mean, I will tell you, Emblem Park is, getting wrapped up.
Okay.
And then there's been lots of announcements recently. Alta Rochelle and Edge Hill, just closed, so that'll be coming. And there are developments over in Napier, with just building some density there that the community, supports. And goodness, I mean, there's so many I feel like that are coming. Some I can't talk about yet.
Okay.
But the Inslee building is underway, and I think that will be really great. And track one, there's so much going on.
So you're saying some exciting things to come, but maybe not all of them you can talk about right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Lots of things going.
Yeah. Well, what else do you want people to know about your district? I mean, why do you think it's so unique or a place that people should move?
Yeah, oh my gosh. I mean, I will tell you, I'm going to be the number one supporter and advocate for District 17 because, there's so much rich, history, right? I haven't even gotten to talk about Edge Hill a lot, but, with the William Edmondson, home site and gardens, that's the longest community garden in our city. You can go there. So it's right behind the Edge Hill Library. And, we had a mini pitch partnership with the National Soccer Club. So you can go to the park, you can go and play soccer, you can go and work in the garden. I think that is so beautiful, and there's really great opportunities to engage and be part of the community. I think that's what's really unique, and there's so much to offer. There's so many places, great places to eat, to shop, to drink, and to exercise, to move.
Yeah.
I think it's so cool. We have a floral shop that moved into the district, which is really exciting. And Rosemary and Finch, I'm excited to I've seen a lot of their work online, and I'm excited, that their home is District 17.
Yeah.
There's lots of places to work out here. And so I think that it's just so central. I think that the bus line as well on Murfreesboro on Lafayette can get you downtown. I've taken it. I loved it. I had a dinner with a friend. He was coming in from out of town, and it was so great to not have to worry about my car, but pop on the bus and head down to meet him.
And safely come back home.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And with the extended hours, that really helped, right?
Right.
Where I wasn't like, I need to hurry and finish dinner.
Yeah.
We could have a relaxing dinner, and I knew that buses were running until 1 a.m. I wasn't out that late, but that they
but
do.
in case you were.
Yeah,
or
but in case I
anyone
was.
else is. Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly. Okay.
And so, I feel like there's so much to learn, and I really hope that people will really know the different areas and honor them and celebrate each of them, because they are all unique and special in their own way. And I'm super pumped. There's a lot of great murals here that
I love the murals.
Yes, there's so many.
Yeah.
And I feel like I wanted to ask them, I wonder if, our murals are on the mural tour, right? And then we've got an exciting one that we're working on that I'll be excited to hopefully update you later this year about, and when that gets revealed.
Yeah. Anything else you want to add that you want people to know?
Gosh, I know I'm trying to remember and think and get
There's
people
so
excited.
Much.
There is so much.
There's a lot to be excited about here. And I feel like if people just come and explore and take an afternoon or a day to really check it out, you'll find a lot of good hidden gems.
And I think one thing too that I do want to mention, we have a lot of cool festivals that are here. So Juneteenth happens at Fort Dagley. I really encourage people to come and check it out. Artville will be coming again this fall to Wedgwood, Houston, and Chestnut Hill. And that is a collaboration to really lift up, the art community. And I really hope people from all around the county will come and engage with that. So I think those are a couple of really cool events that are happening in District 17 that people can really specifically come explore and learn. And I think that, my hope is that, people will come to District 17 and keep coming back and, have the ability, if they want to move here, that they can.
Yeah. Perfect. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me. I really appreciate it.